on our season 4.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
We
gosh.
think that's what it is.
Thank you for traveling along the journey with us thus far.
All right. I'm done. And scene. I really wish I had in front of me was a bowl of cereal.
Okay. Why a bowl of cereal?
Apparently that's what we need to eat now for dinner. That's what's been suggested that we eat for dinner.
What?
For what? What's the purpose? I'm confused here. And flabbergasted. Why do I have to eat cereal for dinner?
Why would they say eat cereal for dinner? Hello? No. Anyone that?
Well, the Kellogg CEO says to eat cereal for dinner is now on trend. And the thing is, someone said in the comments was that, hey, like, we've already been doing that. We've been eating cereal for dinner. But Kellogg's is in a financial struggle, and the CEO made a comment and was saying, like, you know, maybe start eating cereal for dinner in one of his comments. And so people are really, like, taking into that and saying how they're, like, we've been eating cereal for dinner, or why we are eating cereal for dinner. But I've done it. I'm sure some of you all have done it, where you've taken breakfast and cereal. First of all, the cost of cereal is not like what it used to be. You know, it's not $1.99 for a nice little bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It is like $5 for a small box of cereal.
True.
Do I have cereal? Do I have cereal in you all's kitchen? I don't even think I have a box of cereal. I feel like it lacks, like, nutritional value. It's a bunch of sugar. Like,
They've actually came out and said that they listed a lot of healthy, quote unquote, what we consider to be healthy cereals that turn out that they're actually not good for your system. Especially those that are oat based. They've discovered that they actually have negative health effects to your body.
Interesting. I thought Cheerios was good for people that had heart issues. Well, that's what they said.
You know how they got us to thinking that?
No, not heart issues, but cholesterol. Could help reduce the cholesterol. But you asked the question, do you have cereal in the kitchen? No, I don't. We have malto meal. Good old malto meal. And you're speaking of eating breakfast at dinner. Oh boy. Does someone go in that kitchen and make up a big old bowl of little malto meal? Yes, indeed. Or some rice.
I think all of that is connected into, like, the food struggle that people keep saying that we're coming. Oh, there's going to be a shortage of food. All these things are going to be happening. And it's just, to me, his name is Gary. I may not be saying it correctly, but Pilnick. That sounds like a cereal. His tone-deaf suggestion was just a crash and a step on families who are struggling in America to supply food, to get food for their families. And that's just how America, I feel like, treats families. When we have so many, like, food banks and everything like that, cereal is actually one of those main things that they ask for, because you don't know what it's like for family. But I mean, I feel like, I just want to get into all this, but I feel like one man's abundance is another man's petty, or is another man's poor. Does that make sense? I feel like abundance is a mindset, and what abundance looks like for you may not look like for me. So for him to say and suggest that we'll eat cereal for dinner, that's just suggesting that he's not in tune with the American people and the American family, and just in general America as a whole, for people who are struggling. That's the tone you want to set. That's what you want to you're like this CEO of the company. This is a message you put out. Now it can't be retracted, because now it's kind of trending and it's viral. But don't let me do all the talking. But
what do you mean this is not a message you want to put out? What do you mean?
This is a message he's put out that
Okay, so it probably was not so much an idea, but it was actually a marketing strategy.
Right.
If you really think about it, because you may not think about it, but when you go in the store, what are you going to look at? You're going to look at that cereal, especially when you go in the aisle. So it was actually a marketing strategy. But what do you mean by that when you say that you don't want to push this?
No, I'm saying I just don't want to like deep dive into all these deep conversations, but about America and them not having food supply and families and them being poor and just that whole take on America. I just kind of don't want to dive into that, but I don't know, maybe we should, because a lot of families are in need right now, and there are a lot of mothers on supplemental, what is it called? SNAP stands for what?
Supplemental
nutritional
assistance program.
Okay, assistance program. I don't even know. I don't know what it means, and I'm not laughing like I'm laughing at it. I don't know what it means. But some women are on SNAP or on WIC. So families go to the food banks, and for him to make that statement, it was just like, well, this is the hand you're dealt. Like, this is what you can do. Like, here it is. Here's a solution. Eat cereal for them.
I don't know. Maybe it could be a good thing, because I think I know the government is preparing for April 8th. I guess April 8th is the eclipse day, and I guess a lot of things are supposed to be happening on that one specific day. And the effects of the eclipse, I know that some schools are going to be shutting down, all of that good stuff in preparation for it. They said stock up on canned goods. Now, what exactly is happening, I don't know. But I do know in some states they have been testing like fog for like military purposes and things like that. So I do believe that there is something coming. What it is, only the higher ups would know. Like even how AT&T
that
went out for a little
SOS?
bit, and then they came out and said that they wondered if it was a cyber attack, wondered if it was some kind of attack. So who knows? I don't know.
I think a lot of things are just happening in the shadows, like even not in the shadows, right in front of us, and being labeled as a test or being labeled as it going out today. Excuse me. Of all days, this morning, Facebook, Instagram, off the grid. You couldn't log in. You couldn't get on. You didn't have access to that.
Acting up too.
So I'm like, well, what is going on? So here we got big companies. You got AT&T. You have Facebook. You have Instagram. Oh Lord. What other big thing needs to happen for us to realize that something is definitely happening before us and it's being planted as something else?
Coincidences.
Excuse me. So what does that call for? What kind of action? What actions can we take? Place
that bowl of cereal.
Oh, Lord, maybe we should pick it up.
Breathe, back here, Renee. Breathe.
You eat that bowl of cereal that went in your throat over there.
Maybe we need that bowl of cereal if something's coming.
No, that to break your immune system down. Yes, eat that bowl of cereal, that non-nutritional value, that non-nutritious cereal that's sugary, that black people's kids like more than anything. Some Fruity Pebbles and some whatever. Don't give that to your children. Oh Lord.
It's grown people that like sugary cereals.
Yeah.
Grown men like sugary cereals too.
Interesting. I feel like it's almost the end of the world.
Families are spending like 26% more in 2020 than they are right now. That's a huge percent more of money that you're spending towards food.
Yes.
What is it that we should be doing?
So just speaking of food, I happen to see like people were talking about Chipotle and how back in 2017, I believe 2017 or 2018, how a bowl was like $8. Now it's
Oh my God, $15.
Yeah, like they were just talking about the
$12.
the increase of the food you get, and then when people order in, they get a reduction of food. And then
Right.
people were commenting saying, you know, like my manager tells me, you better not give them a lot of food. So you get more food when you actually go in to get the food. And I saw a guy, he made a video, and he was like, the same amount that you pay for, like if you go in and get a bowl with like extra guac, the same amount you pay for that, which is like $18. He was like, you can make like 4 bowls of a Chipotle bowl. But
Yeah.
It's a convenience.
It's yeah. I was telling my daughter that too the other day. I was like, girl, I said, you spend like $20 on a meal. I'm like, you can take that $20 and supply yourself like a whole day and a half worth of food or 2 days worth of food for just this one moment gonna feed you this one time. Yeah.
Interesting.
So the event that something does happen on April 8th, do you all have a family emergency plan? Do you have a point of how are you all going to contact each other? Is it going to be
riding your bikes?
I mean, maybe at the bus line.
You never know, you may not have gas. Are you going to get on your skateboard? Are you going to get on your skates?
So we should buy us a bicycle.
Or you can just do the old traditional way of walking, I guess.
We live miles away from each other.
I need a wagon so you guys can pull me.
I don't know, but grab your loved ones, hold them a little closer, love on them a little longer, let them know how you feel and appreciate about them. As Dolores was saying, she doesn't know what's going to hit and happen. If something happens, it happens. If something doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not saying go out to the store and run and buy all the water. I'm sure there's already a limit on things you can buy and get. But make sure just at least you got, a few days worth of food to feed your children. And definitely don't go down that cereal aisle.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well,
if all hearts and minds are clear.
What?
That's what they say. That's what they used to say. If all
You guys-
hearts and minds are clear.
thank you once again for tuning in. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share the video. Invite some people to. Let me say something like this. You guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget your notifications. Feel free to share the video so someone else can enjoy us with you.
Bye.